Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. Whoo-wee. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Jonathan Majors. My brother, and my Claudia Jordan voice. Jonathan Majors and Manager Entertainment 360 part ways after facing DV allegations in NYC. So this is according to Deadline.com. It says exclusive. Talent Manager Entertainment 360 has dropped Jonathan Majors. Sources tell us the recent move by Majors' longtime manager comes 3 weeks after the magazine Dreams star was arrested on DV charges in New York City. Currently, starring in Creed 3 and Ant-Man, departure was due to issues surrounding the actor's personal behavior. We are informed. Majors representation problems don't stop the Entertainment 360 PR firm. The lead company also initiated a break with the Avengers actor in the last month. As a minor elements of this, Majors and fashion house Valentino mutually agreed that the actor would not be attending this year's Met Gala as one of its guests. Entertainment 360 and lead company did not return requests for comment. The actor was arrested on March 25th over alleged dispute. I'm trying to watch the words with a 30-year-old woman. We already know what supposedly allegedly happened. The unnamed victim was taken to the hospital with minor injuries to her head and neck. According to authorities, Majors is expected to appear before a judge May the 8th as he faces multiple counts of harassment and the A word from the New York City DA. Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with the woman he knows. Majors' criminal defense attorney told Deadline in a March 27th statement. We're quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped. I'll say, so listen, y'all already know what's going on. Girl, when it rains, it pours. That's what they say. My back itch. The lawyer said that he was innocent, and she was gonna. I guess it was some video footages. Shout out to the video footages. Who said that? I think that was that Cardi B or Jocelyn? It was one of them. Neither one of them know how to talk. But it was either Cardi B or Jocelyn who said footages. So it was supposed to have been some footage that was gonna be submitted, I guess, that will clear his name. And the only thing that I remember, I haven't really seen anybody, post it. And when I put his name in Google, this is what came up also. The only thing I've really seen that, at least that we have access to as the public, are those text messages that his lawyer said will clear his name. And I think that most of, if not everybody, most of 95% of the people who live in reality came to the conclusion that based off of those text messages, that did not make him seem like he was innocent. Okay? So, I don't know, as some of y'all been saying, I guess this is what happens when you mess with white girls. As if you can go around knocking the black ones upside their head. All right, okay, let's move on. I'm not trying to get nothing started. It's 4:50 a.m. in the morning. I'm not going to be too messy. Okay. All right. Ooh, child.
All right.
All right, y'all. So this is for the flight attendants. Sam, if you in the building, let us know. And all the other girls and boys, non-binary, gender non-conforming, all the flight attendants out there, y'all let us know how this works. Cause I'm kind of stuck. So y'all let us know, okay? All right. So, are you kidding me? Blue Jays pitcher sparks furious traveling etiquette debate over slamming United Airlines for making their pregnant wife pick up their kids on a flight. So I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm just going to go over so you can, basically grasp what's going on. So the 35-year-old who is from Michigan but plays for the MLB team in Canada posted a Twitter photo on Sunday of his two toddler daughters on a flight playing on electronic devices. It was popcorn all over the floor. The spouse was traveling alone, explained that the flight attendant on the trip had made his wife clean up their kids' food mess while voicing outrage over the situation. The flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? While Bass expresses outrage over the situation, many Twitter users called him out and said that it's the responsibility of the parent to clean up the floor, not the cabin crews. I'm not gonna post the kids now. I got real confused at one point because I saw the picture of the two daughters and I was looking at one of the little girls and he looked like he white and the wife looked like she white, and I'm looking at the little girl, and I'm seeing 4C hair. So I was like, oh baby, mama's babies, daddy's maybe. So I have to do a legit. Girl, it is too late or early in the morning for me to be being messy like this. So I was like, hold up. Cause ain't no way. And I'm like, well, maybe she. So, girl, I don't know why. Girl, it's late, y'all. I'm like, girl, I didn't even think about adoption or nothing. I'm like, well, maybe she got some black in her because that baby is not his. Anyways, after a little digging, child, the little girl is adopted. I mean, it's their daughter, but she is their daughter through adoption. So shout out to all the parents out there who not went and got, but have adopted. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, child. So anyway, child, I'm not gonna post the kids. I will post the link to the article because they have pictures of the kids and the family in the article. One person said, and a fellow father wrote, I have 3 kids, just flew coach 12 hours and was able to clean after them. For every mess, it's called parenting. Do you expect park janitors to clean up after your pet? No, your child, your responsibility. The argument I'm taking is about expectations and entitlements. Flight crew aren't our slaves. They will help if asked, not assumed. Another critic of Bass wrote, a good parent would have taught their kids to pick it up and be respectful to others. Joining the heated discussion was a former flight attendant. She also spoke out against Bass, writing, a flight attendant is there for safety, not to pick up after you or your children. As a former flight attendant, I speak from experience. However, some people joined the thread, sided with the baseball player. One of his supporters tweeted, this does feel wrong. No one ever expects a family to clean the floor in a restaurant when kids make a mess. I agree with that. This is a far more expensive service, and it seems they should be vacuuming the floor between flights at a bare minimum anyway. I guarantee this is not the only debris on the floor of the entire airplane. I agree with that too. Another Twitter user in Bascom said, to all the people who are siding with the flight attendant, get bent. When you go to the movie theater, clean and pick up after your kids when the movie is over? Also, why do kids have to be throw and get around? I drop pieces of popcorn all the time. It's what cleaning crews are for. Listen, I understand both sides. I don't know. I'm kind of like, and I don't have kids. So the only thing I can really, think about is if it was my nieces. I'm not a woman. I'm a whole man, okay? Um, so, she was pregnant. She is pregnant. Um, she has 2 kids with her. They're all sitting in first class. Because the little girls, you'll see them little girls was propped in their own, baby, them little girls was propped in their own seat in first class. I said, I know that's right. Cause Miss Thing, I would have been back on row 31, girl, 31F. Girl, and you got these 2 babies, 5 and 2, girl, and 1A and 1B. And the mama is in 1C. I said, I know that's right. Um, but I don't know. Because a part of me does feel like, girl, if I was on a flight with my nieces and, girl, popcorn ended them on the floor, I don't see myself just leaving the popcorn on the floor. I don't. I see myself at least trying to like scoop up as much as I can. Like, oh, girl, let me try to get this up. Now, am I going to probably get on my hands and knees and get between the seats? No, I'm probably not going to do that. But I am going to try and clean up as much as I can. But like I said, I understood both sides. But a part of me does feel like, I hate to say this, girl, it kind of does almost feel like entitlement too, because girl, I hate to even go down this route. But you got these 2 rich white people, your kids sitting in first class, right? You sitting in first class, and I'm sure you probably think something comes with that because you are sitting in first class. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. The flight attendants, tell me what y'all think. Because like I said, I don't think I will leave the popcorn on the floor like that. Now, it might be 1 or 2 pieces left, but I will try and reach down and try to like, you know what I'm saying, pick it up. I'm just not going to let the popcorn sit right there. Even though, somebody said in the tweet that I just read, when you go to a movie theater, do you clean up the popcorn on the floor? No. I think it's a little different because we all sitting on the plane, depending on the time. It's daylight. Everybody gonna see the popcorn hit the floor. Ain't nobody watching you and the popcorn hit the floor while you're watching the movie. So people just gonna get up and leave. But when you're on a plane, we see, girl, who's throwing popcorn? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know. Like I said, I would pick up. I'm more than likely, like 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick that popcorn up because because I'm already like embarrassed. Like, oh my god, girl, my niece is acting a goddamn fool on this plane. Girl, let me try to pick some of this popcorn up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it might be 1 or 2, 3 or 4 pieces still left on the ground, but at least the flight attendant will see that I'm trying to pick it up. Or maybe she would have said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't bend down. I want to really clean this up." If she would have did something like that, do you think the flight attendant would have picked it up then, or do you think she probably had like some type of attitude, like, "Girl, am I picking it up?" I don't know. Y'all let me know. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Trick Daddy dropped $60,000 to replace his iconic gold grills for new veneers. So shout out to Trick Daddy, girl. Hush, shut up. Don't say nothing. I wanna ride in it, sliding it, and the more you in it, the wetter it gets. And it's up to you how wet it gets. And it's up to you how many nuts you get. See, you don't know who you who you who you and it's like me, I never stop. I like to take it from the back and ride on top. Hey, that's Kaya part. That's my favorite part. All you have to say is, I mean, do your thing, and I'ma get fucked up and suck it up. Hey, yeah, that's my part. That's JODD. Trick Daddy featuring Kaya. That's my song. Anyway, Trick Daddy has finally tossed out his gold grills and replaced them with blinding veneers. According to TMZ, the CEO of 5 Star Smiles says the 48. Girl, I cannot believe. I know Trick Daddy. is. I think Trick Daddy has lupus or something, right? Trick Daddy has lupus, sickle cell, something. But I am so like it is a shock to me that Trick Daddy is 48. Girl, how girl, girl. See, y'all believe that shit up. Girl. Ain't no way me and Trick Daddy around. Ain't no way. Ain't no way me and Trick Daddy both in our 40s. Ain't no fucking way. Yeah. I need to drink me some water because I refuse to look like Trick Daddy when I'm 48. I just refuse to. Girl, I will chop my head off, girl, before I look like Trick Daddy. Girl, that's them drugs. That's them running them streets. I be trying to tell y'all one thing my grandmama used to say, and I stand by it. When you run the streets, you start to look like the streets. And them streets is rough. I remember my grandmother said that one time. She ain't said the streets is rough, but she did say when you run the streets, you start to look like the streets. I added in the streets are rough. So I just put that as 48. Anyway, let's move on. The CEO of 5 Star Smiles, leave them drugs alone, y'all. The CEO of 5 Star Smiles, Daniel, whatever his last name is, says the 48-year-old rapper decided to get serious about his oral hygiene after not visiting the dentist after for 15 years. Y'all niggas have too much audacity for me. For y'all to walk around and act the way that y'all act and think that y'all are, I am man, hear me raw, I'm a man. And you can't even get your black ass up and go, girl, I know that mouth is nasty. I know that mouth is just disgusting. I know that mouth looked like a dumpster. I am disgusted. Now let me tell y'all something. I know everybody ain't got the money to go to the dentist. I try to do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all the story I went last time. Insurance is some bullshit. You might as well not even have it quiet as it's kept. Next time I go, I gotta get a deep cleaning. $600. So you gotta do what you can do. But girl, unless you just live like I'm talking about the people who can get to the dentist. That's what I'm talking about. Because Trick Daddy, he could have got to the dentist. You know what I'm saying? But Trick Daddy be walking around here, he ain't stepped foot into a Dr. Wynn's office, a Dr. Williams' office. Bitch, Dr. Heavenly's. Girl, I mean, you ain't been to Dr. Heavenly in nobody's office in 15 years. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And the thing is, I'm not talking about the people who can't go. I'm talking about the people that can go. Because if you had money to do, because if you had money to go out there and do all the stuff that you was doing, then you had enough money to take your black ass down to the nearest dentist. Trick initially got his goals in 1994 and continued to be a prominent figure while he delivered numerous platinum-selling rap songs. And girl, I want to know this. Girl, can I say something? Can we have some kitchen table talk? Can I say something? It is hard for me to. I'm about to say something. I just want y'all. I don't want to make nobody throw up in their mouth. But it is hard for me to believe that a man who has not and has access to go to a dentist, and you haven't been to the dentist in 15 years, but you walking around here talking about you like to get your booty ate. It's hard for me to believe that, girl, if you can't do something as simple as schedule an appointment to go get your teeth cleaned, girl, that you can't even clean your ass properly. And Trick Daddy, he looked like he just walk around here with dirty drawers on. Now tell me if I'm lying. The gay ones barely cleaning their ass right. So you know the straight ones, they not doing a good job. I'm sick of y'all. Anyways, let's keep on going. I'm sorry if some of y'all eating breakfast and I just made y'all throw up. I'm sorry. Um, at present, the Miami rap legend has temporary fillings in place while his gums recover. Unfortunately, Trick will have to go undergo further dental work as he is scheduled to have his lower teeth extracted next week. Up to this point, Trick has invested $60,000 in his treatment. I mean, girl, when you ain't been to the dentist in 15 years, yeah. In approximately 2 months, the ultimate procedure will be completed, resulting, girl, resulting in a mouth adorned with porcelain veneers. Fans will get a closer look into the procedure as Love and Hip Hop Miami will document the entire process for its upcoming season. So his storyline gonna be him getting some teeth. Now, with all that being said, with everything I just said about Trick Daddy, um, I don't know if he still got that restaurant. You know, y'all was girl on the internet leaving bad reviews. Silly, not y'all. Probably some of y'all, girl. I don't know, child. I be trying to defend us sometimes, but girl, I be saying some ignorant shit, and I know y'all do ignorant shit sometimes too. But girl, some of y'all was probably doing it. Was down there to the Yelp leaving bad reviews on that man restaurant because he said Beyonce couldn't sing. Well, everything I just said, child, I do want to go down there and get some of them fried ribs. Because, you know, they say Trick Daddy, girl, believe it or not, girl, they say Trick Daddy throws down in the kitchen. Girl, now. No, maybe I'm a nasty motherfucker, too. Because, girl, I'm not going to lie, child, I would eat a plate from Trick Daddy. I would. I heard the nigga can cook. Yeah. I heard the nigga can throw down. Okay? So shout out to Trick Daddy. I want me a fried rib plate. I heard the fried ribs was good. Anyways, shout out to Trick Daddy. Shout out to Trick Daddy. Hey. Um okay, let me just. I'm not showing the video because, girl, it's fighting, and I'm not putting that on my channel because, nah. So, a young student attempts to slap teacher after having her phone confiscated. Student finds out the hard way that wasn't in her best interest. So, let me just say something. Then my contacts bothering me. Just all together. The whole student teacher fighting thing that I see it happens a lot now. I'm not saying the teacher is right for knocking some of y'all kids upside the head, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I will say this though, and I was thinking about this today. I remember when I was in school, did we talk back to the teachers? We did talk. I remember even talking back a couple of times, right? Trying to show the kids I was cool. You know, you see the other kids talking back. Cause I never really was a bad student, but I felt like in order for me kind of like to fit in, like since everybody else was talking back, well, let me try to like talk back too. You know what I'm saying? But that really wasn't like my judge, girl. I mean, I guess it was because I did it, but I was doing it just to be like being a follower, basically. So like we would talk back to the teachers and stuff, right? Um, but I can honestly say, I don't ever remember elementary school, intermediate school, middle school, high school. I know some of y'all. I don't know what y'all be having in y'all towns, but we had like pre-K, kindergarten. I think we all have the same thing. I think that the grades are kind of different. I don't know. So for some people, high school doesn't start till like 10th grade. And ninth grade is still considered middle school for some places, but girl, us, it was complete. Middle school was 6th through 8th grade. Anyways, I'm getting off subject. I don't remember in any grade, girl, students and teachers fighting. That, I'm telling y'all, that never ever happened. Like, I was thinking about that hard today. Like, did I ever see a student and a teacher wearing it out? Girl. And I was like, I don't think I ever have. I don't think I ever have. I'll say this though. And I hope my nieces are not a part of this whenever they get of age and get in middle school and high school and you're trying to impress your friends and, you know, I hope they don't go down that road. I just hope they don't go down that road. But some of y'all kids is bad as fuck. I have to tell y'all. Like, I was a kid before. Y'all were kids before. We know how kids can be. Because some of you were bad as fuck. Okay? You go, see what I'm saying? So we're not going to act like we don't know how kids can be. Because we all were kids once upon a time. But I do, it's just like a different time. And I do not, I don't want to, I guess it's going to sound like what it's going to sound like. But not to like defend the teachers for knocking y'all students upside, knocking y'all kids upside y'all heads. But y'all kids be doing a lot. I have seen these kids punch these teachers, slap these teachers, girl, knock teachers out. Y'all kids, not y'all, girl, but y'all. Shout out to the diva. Girl, punch these teachers, hit these teachers, knock these teachers out cold. So you have to kind of realize that, girl, once you start to see that, girl, grown woman, grown man or not, girl, I'm not about to be the next nigga laying on the floor because you done knocked me out cold. Because I just saw what happened on Instagram the other day. I think, I know, I will say this much, and this is, I understand that you could do what you do the best you can do. Some people, girl, do the best that they can do when raising their kids. And then once you kind of, you know, we all know we went through this before. Once we get released out to the world and once we start to get, especially in middle school and high school, you know what I'm saying? Stuff really starts to change. And you can only hope that what you've taught your kids thus far, they stick to, girl, common sense and, you know, move with sense, girl. And don't fall to the left, right? So you can tell your kids whatever you want to tell your kids, but it is kind of true to a certain degree that we all are going to do what we want to do. But I'm just saying that I think what I'm trying to say is I don't fault these teachers 100%. I just don't. I'm not saying that if I was a teacher, I would knock your child upside the head, but I'm not saying I wouldn't either. And girl, the truth of the matter is some of y'all kids is big as hell. Yeah. And strong. It starts at home. And y'all gonna have to teach y'all kids that they're gonna have to keep their hands to themselves. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was giggling a little bit at one of the videos I saw. I said, girl, you done did all of that just to get your ass whooped by this woman. Because you want your cell phone back. Knowing damn well your cell phone not supposed to be out. You can't even go to work just with your cell phone in your hand. Cell phones can't be out at school. They can't be out when you in college. They can't be out when you at work. Go to work and just be on your cell phone and see what the fuck happened. So this ain't nothing new. We know cell phones in a lot of places, right, are not permitted. If you walked into your class as a grown woman and you were a senior in college just sitting there on your phone texting, what you think a professor gonna say? You can leave. Now, they might not walk up to you and take your cell phone away, but they probably will excuse your black ass. I know Dr. Johnny Williams would. Oh, you want to be on your cell phone? Oh, baby, you can leave. No. Get your cell phone and you can leave. Come back on Thursday. No, I said you can leave. You want me to call campus security? Girl, that's some shit she would do. I used to love that bitch. Oh, she was so ignorant. Anyways, but yeah, shout out to all the teachers. Shout out to y'all students too with their badasses, honey. All right, y'all. It's 5:20. Girl, let me go in here. I'm washing clothes and stuff. I'm about to take me a melatonin and go to sleep. Girl, I thought I'd do this one last load of clothes. All right, bye, y'all.